Fight or flight is the body's natural response to danger, a built-in survival mechanism that helps living beings react to threats. When faced with danger, the brain signals the body to either fight, confront the threat, or flight, run away to safety. When it comes to the Kanker sisters, the Eds and the kids of the cul-de-sac reactions perfectly showcase the fight or flight response. Most of the time, they go straight to flight, sprinting in terror whenever the sisters appear. But sometimes when cornered, they try to fight back, though it never ends well for them. Today, I will discuss how the Kanker sisters crashed out and decimated the cul-de-sac. The episode begins at the park in Flush, where the Kanker sisters are sleeping peacefully. Their rest is interrupted when they hear noises in the kitchen. They rush downstairs only to find their kitchen in shambles, and more importantly, their prize ship in a bottle missing. Now, who is foolish enough to not only go to the Kanker's crib in the middle of the night, ransack it, but also steal from them? Lee, the most dominant of the three, refuses Marie's suggestion to call the cops, instead insisting they recover it
Kanker style. I'm in danger.
The next day, Rolf is seen preparing to deliver a giant wiener when he notices his animals behaving strangely. Take note, when animals start acting bizarre, you know trouble is afoot. Rolf, perplexed, puts his ear against a drumstick and panic washes over his face. He becomes like the Flash and tosses his animals into the cellar, sensing the impending danger. His final words are,
Have mercy on our miserable souls.
the way Rolf and his animals reacted, you think Death himself is trying to catch a case. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, Ed, our lovable oaf, has somehow sleepwalked into Kevin's refrigerator. As they retrieved him, they notice a mysterious ship in a bottle stuck on his finger. Guess that answered my question on who is stupid enough to steal from the Kankers, even if it was unintentional. Double D recognizes that removing it will be difficult, prompting the trio to devise a plan to get it off. While the Eds work on their problem, the Kanker sisters unleash destruction upon Peach Creek in their relentless pursuit of their stolen possession. They're going house to house and causing Avengers level of destruction. Naz and Jimmy watch in curiosity about what's the problem, only for the pavement to splinter apart, causing an earthquake. All this for a ship in a bottle? Their Kanker hissy fit is introduced, an exaggerated tantrum that causes large-scale chaos. Their first victim is Jimmy. They break the hinges off the door and kick it down. Lee said, run our shit back or we're gonna pay back in blood. The Eds are utterly unaware of the devastating destruction the Kankers have done in a short amount of time. The entirety of the cul-de-sac is a war zone. The sky is red, the trees are dead, everybody's houses are leveled to the very foundation. One house is flipped upside down. Aftershocks from the earthquake they released, water pouring out from the damaged fire hydrants, cars wrecked and dismantled. All the kids fleeing in terror, not wanting to have an exclusive preview of what the Kankers will do to them. I can only imagine what the parents will think. How do you even explain this one to the insurance company? A group of preteen girls did a Lion King and stampede through everybody's houses in search of a ship in a bottle. We move next to Sarah's bedroom. Normally, the fearless demonic girl who has no trouble catching hands with people is trembling in fear. Sarah even knows better than to try to catch smoke with the Kankers. The Eds who enter her room looking for the tape. Double D is worried that they are trespassing. Sarah, feeling brave, pops out of her toy box and scolds them for invading her room without asking her permission. Eddie is annoyed and done with the whole situation with the ship in a bottle, yanks Ed and Double D out of her room, down the stairs, exiting out the house. I don't know if it was divine intervention or some type of entity looking out for them, because not even a few seconds later, the Kankers come running and up the stairs. Sarah, back being a coward in her toy box, hears noises outside, thinking it's her idiot brother and friends, launches out of the box, shrieking in rage, only for all that bravado to wash away into confusion, then dread. I'm not gonna lie, they did Sarah dirty and disrespected the hell out of her, but honestly, I'm not mad at it. I say this is karmic justice for all the times she physically and verbally abused Ed. The Kankers apprehended the Grinch of the girl and tied her up in a bag of potatoes with her mouth sealed shut. Good. Lee questions her sister if their prized possession is here, only to receive negative replies. May starts sobbing that their ship in a bottle is forever lost. Sarah, having a brain blast, recalls her brother's finger being stuck in one. After choking her sister out, the Kinkers proceed to leave Sarah's room. You know from the movie Wicked, they have that question: are people born wicked, or do they have wickedness thrust upon them? Sarah is the definition of people being born wicked because what she does next is so unnecessary. The devil incarnated manages to open her mouth and snitches to the Kinkers on the whereabouts of their ship in a bottle.
But why? Why'd you have to do that? We didn't ask. Shawty, we didn't ask.
This little brat knows the Eds are deathly afraid of the Kinkers, and the Kinkers have an unhealthy obsession with them. She just threw them to the wolves. Look at her face. She's giddy and excited about snitching. Meanwhile, Double D and Eddie tried to twist the bottle off, only to get interrupted by the doorbell's ring. Double D, unaware of the evil lurking outside, opens the door with a pleasant smile and greets the strangers, only for his smile to drop instantly. The Kinkers are at his door. Lee, posted up against the side like a bad bitch, calmly tells the Brainiac, "You have something that belongs to us." Double D, in confusion, looks towards Ed, his eyes zeroing in on the ship in the bottle. With an empty expression and not saying a word, he gently closes the door and puts on the lock until he hears the click, turns to his friends, utter panic in his eyes, and screams out,
Oh Lord! That ship in a bottle belongs to the Kinkers!
This scene has been playing in my head rent-free for years now. Without missing a beat, the Eds dip out with the Kinkers acting like rabid dogs, clawing at the door hinges and breaking it down with ease. The Eds attempt to hide from the Kinkers, but they fail to stay hidden in the cabinet underneath the kitchen sink. Well damn, of course they found you easily, y'all practically yelling fresh meat here. The sisters break in and extract the Eds from their hiding spot underneath the kitchen sink. Now, I'm sure all of you are expecting them to do the usual routine and brutally assaulting them. Nah. Instead of their usual aggressive advances towards the boys, they simply remove the bottle from Ed's finger and leave, bickering over who gets to carry it.
That can't be it. Where's the rest of it?
So, you're telling me by applying enough pressure the Eds could have taken the bottle off?
Yes.
Cartoon logic, I guess. The Eds, relieved, emerge unscathed except for Eddie, who ends up with his finger stuck in the faucet, ensuring that his streak of bad luck continues. One other person remains unscathed as well. Remember Ro from earlier in the episode? He's still hiding in his cellar. He sniffs the air and says, "The stench of evil is still lurking by." The cul-de-sac has been devastated as a result of the Kinkers' rampage. All of that over a ship in a bottle. And if you enjoy this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more episodes breakdowns like this, and I'll see you guys next time.